I did it when, like, a few years ago, a lot, like almost every day I did some dots, but I fully forgot about it, and then I did some dots today, and I was like, I don't know why I stopped doing dots. It makes people happy, it makes me happy, it's so good. But yeah, also about the trip was like crazy. Like, I don't know, we visited lots of things with my study, so it was like a study related trip, and I got to know lots of people more. And if you want to go, like, if I feel like if you go on holiday with someone that you just don't know, you just get to know them way better, and it was really in a positive way getting to know people better. Like, everyone was really nice and sweet, and you got to see a side of people that you didn't see before, because it's literally living together for 5 days, and it was very interesting, very, very, very interesting. Yeah, like, dating stories back in Australia, so there's no reason to, like, connections. I've been back for three months, I think, through 3 or 2 months, and there have been no dates, because I don't have time for that right now in my life, and that's okay. But yeah, so let's call the person Jamie. Jamie I met in a bar back in Oz. And I was drinking with my coworkers, like we always do, because you're working hospitality. And I saw this person with a really nice beanie. I was like, hey, you have a really nice beanie on, where did you get it from? And they were like, I got it from Japan. I was like, really? No way, I'm going to Japan. I was like, really? We had a little conversation about the beanie, and we went to Japan. And so they were like, oh, I'm gonna send you links then. I was like, what's your Instagram? I was like, this is my Instagram. And I looked back, and all my coworkers were like Dina, that person is really, really, really pretty. I was like, really? I did not even, like, I was like, by the way, context, my flirting skills are like down the bottom of the fucking ocean. So, just to let you know that. Then I was like, oh, actually, yeah, you were so right. But the person already left ages ago. And then I sent them a text, because I was like, I need to put myself out there, I need to date more. I was like, hey, do you want to grab a drink? Or some food? Like, let me know. Or some coffee. They were like, yes, I would love that. And I was like, yeah. And then, we organized a date. But it was a Saturday. Guys, never plan your date on a Saturday. Waste of your Saturday most of the time. What was I thinking? Because I'm working hospitality, so I've never have Saturdays off back then. So it was like my only Saturday I've ever had off. outside and I had to take my tram, and then I was so done with it. And then they asked, because we talked about ice cream beforehand, their ice cream that they really liked, and that's so fine. And then they were like, do you want to try my ice cream at my house? And I was like, no thank you, I'm so okay without the ice cream. And they were like, do you want to go out because it's a Saturday? And I was like, no, I actually just want to go home, but really nice to meet you. So then I went to see if the tram was riding, and it was like a 12-minute wait, and they decided to wait with me, and I was actually going insane. And then I went home and I spoke really rudely about Jamie to my housemates. I was like, why did I waste my time? Because I never went on a date on a Saturday again. So yeah, let me know what you think about Jamie. I think we spoke a bit afterwards, but not like I did not respond. Well, it was actually a bad thing of me, because I was like, I did not say like, hey, I don't think this is like something that is really nice, and just like, no wait, I did not text them like, oh, I'm so sorry, but I don't think we're a match. No, I didn't say anything, but I felt like they knew it as well. It's been a while, but I don't know what I said again, but I don't think, I'm not the best texter in that, so I assume of myself that I did not say like a whole paragraph of why we shouldn't go on the second date. But I don't think that's needed. Normally it is, but on this situation I didn't think that was. However, the second date in that year was with someone. So I had a coworker, and my coworker really wanted to set me up with her housemate. So there was a party in her house. Then I finally met the housemate, and then let's call him Ange. So Ange knew already as well about me, because my coworker spoke a lot about me to the housemate. So she was setting this up for like so many months. So we finally met, and then we spoke on the party, and it was really fun. I was like, blah blah blah, nice Ange. Then at the end we exchanged a phone number, and then we met up, I don't know, a week later, and it went so well, like 6 hours of talking and bullshit, and like it was so nice. I was like, and Ange was really, really good looking, in my opinion, and it was really nice, like really nice. And then after that, there was nothing. Like, the date went so well. Also, Ange had a really bad thing on his, they couldn't walk properly because they had an injury. So it was already a bit harder to like move around what we did. And but it went really well, in my opinion. I thought they liked it too. So then I went home at the end, and then the day after I expected something, and there was nothing. Not like, oh, I had a good time, hope you home safe, nothing. For 2 weeks. And I was like, what is wrong with this person? And what is wrong with you? I got over it. I was like, okay, that's fine. I did not text them either, because I was like, it's a bit awkward or something. I could have texted them, but like, I don't know. I did not feel it was my time to shine there. I was like, I'm just gonna wait it out. Like, I'm gonna sit back and see how it goes. Because we had so many things in common. It was crazy. Like, everything. We are also both Dutch, but they grew up in Oz. it's too soon to call, so it's like doesn't really go anywhere. But yeah, there's someone in my life right now, and